Hello? Hello? Let me out! Where the fuck am I? Hello? Hello? Let me out! The fucking dog in here! Where the fuck am I? Is that priest I can hear? The fuck? Let me out! Hello? Hello? Stop the man! Stop, I can hear you! Hello? Hello? Please! Hello? Who's there? Hello? Easy, shame me, I'm in the box. No, I'm fucking front of you, I'm dead. You gotta hear that. Hello again, hello. I just called to say goodbye. I'm going to die, I pray to say. Hello.
I can imagine that guy was an absolute hoot in life. And I think it just basically shows what this show's all about. A bit of gallows humour. Because, my God, we do need it. But hello, my wonderful Friday frolickers, and I hope you're all very, very well, and I do hope you've all had a fantastic day, and I hope you've got something really wonderful planned for the weekend. For me, it's the football. Hopefully we can turn our fortunes around, get back on winning ways. You know, sick to death of being called Bradford City 0 again. Never mind. But, you know, that's my cross to bear. But let's have a look at who's in the chat. And, of course, my running mate, my wonderful running mate. We are now in the full-fledged mode, Doge mode. Good evening, Billy Kershaw. Yes, Frolic on a Friday. The world's gone stark, raving mad. Absolutely. Good evening, Stephen Banky. Good evening, Friday Frolickers. Time to frolic with the frolicker that is Dilly Blasé. Putting the fun into Fridays. Let's get frolicking fingers for a Friday blunder. Yeah, you guarantee there will be a blunder. You know, I'll be spending 5 minutes talking while the mic is on mute. But look on the bright side. I haven't had you waiting for a good 10 minutes while I think I'm on live, and I'm sat there waffling away like a complete tube, a complete bell tap, and then I'm getting messages from my wife saying, "Dickhead, you're not on." And then I'm getting my daughter knocking on the door saying, "Oh, dickhead, you're not on live, you idiot." So we haven't had that blunder. But anyway, good evening. Yes, good evening, Mad Monk. Give a thumbs up to one of my fantastic moderators. Somebody who, as I say, I couldn't do the show without them. They're absolutely brilliant. Yes, absolutely. Me loose the blue now. Me loose the blue now. Just you wait a month. Definitely not. As for the sunscreen, I've got indoors for that. Absolutely. And another one of my fantastic moderators, Alistair. Hello, my friend. And as I say, another thumbs up. Give us another thumbs up for my fantastic moderators. And Rosie McGregor, hope you're well, and welcome to my Friday frolic. And I hope you've had a fantastic day. And of course, my wonderful friend Scott, hope you're well, my dear man. Hope you're well. Yes, and Steve Binning, good evening, my friend. Yes, a man of few words. Evening all. Hope you're well, my friend. Yes, good evening, Stephen Stott. Good evening, hope you're well, my friend. And my lovely daughter, hope you've had a lovely day on your travels. Good evening, my lovely daughter. The archive. Hello, my friend, hope you're very, very well. And is dead. Good ass. Spanky Monkey. Good evening. Good evening, Simon says. Good evening, Eddie Wolf. Good evening, Frederick Roth the Third. Yes, I think we've got royalty in our audience with Frederick Roth the Third. And there's anybody, and if I've missed anybody out, I really, really do apologise. But welcome to my fantastic Friday frolic. It's for me, it's the highlight of the week, where I just get to relax, chill out, and just be nowhere near as sensible as I should be on my channel, but never mind. But like, as you all know, me regulars, you know, this is just where we spend a couple of hours where we just take the piss out of people who are in power who shouldn't be, because we shouldn't take them seriously. But unfortunately, they're making the decisions, so we have to, don't we? But doesn't stop us for a couple of hours doing a bit of gallows humour and just take the piss. And as we all know, yes, as you saw, that start of the show was a fantastic bit of humour, where it's basically showed the humour of the Irish, because, like, good evening, my dear friend Dave McGuinness. Oh, and if you've not subscribed to the two Davies, please do, because they are absolutely fantastic. As I say, when it comes to Scottish independence, if you want all your information to know what's actually happening, go subscribe to them, because they absolutely do brilliant in it. Because, like, if you're looking for a live stream where you'll get fantastic in-depth political analysis, and if you come here for that, you have absolutely come to the wrong place. Tonight is not for that. Tonight is for just having a bit of a good laugh. But if you want good in-depth political live streaming, go see the two dailies, especially when it comes and basically it's a fantastic good hour of education, and whereas here it's just all about cow noises and silly Nick Abbott type humour. But anyway, let's rock on with this bit of a Friday frolic. And like as you saw with the first, good evening Dennis Pennies, hope you're well, hope you're very, very well, and welcome to the Friday frolic, as you know, and hope you've had a lovely day. But like as I say, on Monday, it was St. Patrick's Day, wasn't it? So, and like as I say with the first video, it just shows the incredibly hilarious humour of the Irish, because I can guarantee that father, he'd have been an absolute belly of laughs, won't he? in life. But as I say, it was Patrick Day's Monday, and I thought I would just dedicate maybe up to the first half hour where we just have a bit of a good giggle, and let's show the wonderful and fantastic humour of the Irish people, and you can guarantee there is nobody. You could not do this without the wonderful good evening Reagan Elite. And again, another one. If you want in-depth political analysis, live streaming, that's the man you need to go see. Reagan Elite does some fantastic stuff. Hopefully you're feeling better, because like as I say, we're supposed to have been on his live stream on Wednesday, but then he had a change of thought, and he think, no, I need sensible people on my. I need sensible people on my live stream, so he ducked out. No, I'm only kidding. I know he didn't. He's not been feeling too well, but I do hope you're feeling hope you're feeling better than what you have been doing. Oh, good. Glad to hear that, my dear friend. Good to see. And Spank the Monkey, you're absolutely right. Will Mr. Delicious be seen, DB? You ask and you may receive. And we're going to have a little bit of a history lesson from Mr. Delicious. Take it away.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Come on, the Irish. St. Patrick's Day is, of course, a day where Americans celebrate being Irish, and Irish people just drink like we normally do. There isn't a single body of water today in America that's safe from somebody of Irish descent with a large amount of green food colouring. But why do we celebrate St. Patrick's Day? St. Patrick's Day is the day that St. Patrick told all the snakes to get the fuck out of Ireland. We're not having it anymore, ye cunts. Unlike Australians, the Irish people don't just put up with a load of animals creeping around the house that can fucking kill us, ye gobshites. So St. Patrick said enough is enough, so he brought all the snakes down to Mayo. He said, oh, we'll go down to Mayo on a day out. He put them on this piece of land, down Patrick Head, used to be attached, and he said, stand there for a second now, I just want to get a nice photo of ye. And then down with his staff, and down with his staff a second time, and they were out into the sea. Then all the snakes starved or something out there. I don't know what happened, but they're gone now. And that was it. Job done. Deal with your problems like the Irish. Don't take shit from animals. Unless they're dogs or cats, because dogs and cats are lovely. If you live in a country with snakes or scorpions or anything like that, I'd say just sort it out. It's the best decision we ever made. I can lie down on the ground anywhere in Ireland I want, and I'm not worried that something will bite me and I'll be dead. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day, and follow me, I'm delicious.
Yes, follow him, he's delicious. Yes, we have... Whoever said that that this show isn't educational? Yes, that's exactly how it happened. Yes, he took all the snakes out for a day out and then said, just stand here while I take a picture, you know. Yes, that's exactly what actually happened. He's brilliant, he's carrot. But yeah, good evening, Janie Bottle. I hope you're very, very well, my dear friend. Hope you've had a lovely day too. Yes. But yes, I have good evening, my dear friend, Gina Left. I hope you, Gina Lefty. I hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a lovely day too. But yes, and like as he says, you know, he's when it comes to you Irish, you have to deal with all the clowns from all over the world who start wearing all the ridiculous outfits and then they decide that they've all of a sudden become. I'll become the now Irish for today. Now I'm one of these where it's not something I really do, and if I am out on Paddy's Day, it's because somebody's invited us out, and other than that I don't bother. But like I usually leave it to you good people in Ireland to celebrate your day and get absolutely trousered. But anyway, you do have to suffer with a good few people who can't help themselves but get involved, and especially when it comes to us English. And we have an English guy who explains St. Patrick's Day. Take it away, Wilsey Bag Montiflor. Absolutely brilliant. Oops.
St. Patty's Day is celebrated in Ireland, which is my favourite part of the UK. St. Patrick is the guy who in 1916 went to the post office and kicked all the snakes out of Ireland. It's a day where we really honour Anglo-Irish relations, in that we turn up uninvited in their country, we ruin the atmosphere, and then we leave. So you wear green, white or orange. All those colours represent something. Green represents four-leaf clovers, white obviously represents mashed potato, and orange represents an ancient Irish potion that they make called Club Orange. And every Patty's Eve, the little Irish children, they leave out Guinness and soda bread for Patrick, and in the morning they wake up, and if they've been good he's brought them Kerrygold or some buttermilk, and if they've been bad he's just left them a pile of turf. And lots of famous Irish people actually celebrate Patty's Day, from Ed Sheeran to Sirius Ronan. Thought I'd teach you a couple of Irish things you probably haven't heard of. There's the tea shock, which is the feeling you get when you offer someone a cup of tea and they say yes first time. There's this sort of deferential term of endearment, which a lot of Irish people call me. It is pronounced gobshite. And finally, this is how to say the word okay in the Irish language. Sure, look at, sure, listen, sure, this is it, sure, you know yourself, sure, grand. St. Patty's Day is celebrated in Ireland, which is my favourite part of the UK. St. Patrick is the guy who in 1916 went to the post office and kicked all the snakes out of Ireland. It's a day where we really honour Anglo-Irish relations, in that we turn up uninvited in their country, we ruin the atmosphere, and then we leave. So you wear green, white or orange. All those colours represent something. Green represents four-leaf clovers, white obviously represents mashed potato, and orange represents an ancient Irish potion that they make called Club Orange. And every Patty's Eve, the little Irish children, they leave out Guinness and soda bread for Patrick, and in the morning they wake up, and if they've been good, he's brought them Kerrygold or some buttermilk, and if they've been bad, he's just left them a pile of turf. And lots of famous Irish people actually celebrate Patty's Day, from Ed Sheeran to Sirius Ronan. Thought I'd teach you a couple of Irish things you probably haven't heard of. There's the tea shock, which is the feeling you get when you offer someone a cup of tea and they say yes first time. There's this sort of deferential term of endearment, which a lot of Irish people call me. It is pronounced gobshite. And finally, this is how to say the word okay in the Irish language. Sure look at, sure listen, sure this is it, sure you know yourself, sure grand. Saint
Yes, I've just realised that I've played that twice. What an idiot I am. So there's my first blunder, but never mind. Never mind. But good evening, Paul McSweeney and Chris Fisher, and good evening, Andrew N. I hope you're very, very well. And yes. Yeah, but is that true? That's the reason why they came up with the term T-sock. Because if they say yes to your cup of tea for the very first time, it was worth a double check. Yeah, see, it was quite funny, wasn't it? It was so good he had to hear it twice. But yes, good evening, my friends, and welcome to the Friday Frolic, where we just have a good relax and chill out and have a good giggle before the shit happens again for next week. But until then, let's have a good evening, Tories. Don't get to even DB. Good start. Oh yeah, always is. Yeah, don't you worry. You haven't missed out on the bit where I go blow my nose and I think ahead and I'll turn the mic off, and then after I've blown my nose and then I start, once the video's finished, then I start waffling away for 10 minutes for everybody to take me in the chat. Then I'll get a bang on the door saying, "Dad, you've turned your mic off, you tit." but good evening, wee baboo. I hope you're very, very well. I hope you've had a lovely day today. But yes, like as I say, it was a fun, as you say, it was always get these. But like as I say, when it comes to the Irish, one thing I've always noticed when it comes to the Irish, they definitely do know how to, how can I put it? They one thing you can definitely say, they are incredibly blunt, aren't they? And they know and they just say it as it is, No, not like them clowns on GBBs. Good evening, English Viking. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a lovely day. But no, not like them snowflakes on GBBs. You say something against their dear leader Nigel Farage. They all have but you could say an absolute cry over it. But no, they know how to, when it comes to, they know that. Just say as it is. Just like this fantastic gentleman here. Just say it as it is.
Into the parade tomorrow?
I wouldn't be, you know what, I'll stay in the back garden with me dog. I think it's the greatest load of pants and wants. All the Americans are over here. Oh my God, I love this, I love Ireland. They doing my I'm telling you, I hate it.
Into the parade tomorrow?
I would.
Absolutely brilliant. I just thought he was just say as it is. Yeah. Yes, I'll do you about us. Yes, yes, he's brilliant, isn't he? Just said it as it is. Yes. As soon as I heard him, I was falling off my chair in absolute hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Good evening. Oh, good God. Good evening, Sean Sullivan. Oh, good God. These fantastic names. If I butchered it, I really do apologise. But good evening, my dear friend. I hope you're very well. You must have had no yellow packed cheese and onion as opposed to the far superior red pack Free State cheese and onion. All this talk of food is making me hungry. But yes, like as I said, you know, just says it as it is, you know, messing. But yes, but like as I say, when it comes to St. Patrick's Day, you can guarantee that there is always a little bit of scandal, you know. There's always some people who go out the way who take things far too far. You know, there are certain things you don't mess with, you know, like there'll be certain classic songs, you know, certain films, you know, you never make a fantastic remake. And the other thing is, in Ireland, the one thing you never tamper with, and that is, you never tamper with the Guinness. Take it away, Garrett. Get him told.
What the fuck are you doing? Glitter in the Guinness. Oh my God, he's mixing it in the fucking top. Glitter first. Why am I giving you fucking instructions? The Irish people could not be more against this kind of behaviour. Listen to them playing our fucking joyful music in the background, you fucking racists. This is no way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Guinness is already Irish enough. You don't have to fucking jazz it up. Not everything has to be jazzed up. When are we going to start jazzing things down? That's Irish. St. Patrick's Day should be shit. It should be cobbled together. If you're going to have a parade, the entire community budget should be about €48. You don't need a 200-foot float of St. Patrick strangling a snake. Just put funny hats on the children. St. Patrick could be turning in his grave. His Welsh grave. I think he was Welsh. Answer me. Was this the British or the Americans? Well, this is how the Great War starts. Anyway, follow me. I'm delicious.
Yes, exactly.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yes, exactly. What the fuck are you doing? If somebody came to me with that, even as a Yorkshireman, I would just look at him and give him 1,000-yard stare and I'll say, what the fuck are you doing? I won't try and do the Irish accent because I butchered it, but you know what I mean. Disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful behaviour, and that's how. Yes, exactly. You just stole me thunder there, Reagan Elite. The Great War starts exactly. Yeah, none of this World War I stuff. You know where Lord Mountbatten wanted to get his brandy cabinet moved closer to Berlin. But yes, you could see the shock and horror on his face, and I'm not surprised. I will be shocked as well. Disgraceful behaviour. Absolutely disgraceful. But let's go on a bit of on a lighter note, because we will when it comes to our little tribute to St. Patrick's Day, we're going to have a little look on some of the St. Patrick Day parades and no, who better to basically give marks out of what happens on St. Patrick's Day around the world than again our wonderful Garrett. And let's just say, absolutely well informative.
I'm going to review some Paddy's Day parades. Are they worthy of the Irish people? Here we have Montreal, Canada, or as I like to call them, the Snow French. Somewhat terrifying, gigantic St. Patrick. I would fuck off if I were a snake. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have County Down. This isn't a parade or anything. This is just how people from County Down behave. This is just a load of Canadians trying to get into a pub at 7 a.m. and I just wanted to say, well done. Now this is a proper Irish Paddy's Day parade. Zero budget, just put a load of Irish flags on the tractors. This is how it's supposed to be celebrated. This is what I grew up with. Fuck yeah, Ireland. 20 out of 10. Before the Dublin parade kicks off, we have a celebration of the common man. 40 out of 10. Here's the Flintstones, if they were Irish, where they would in fact have less technology than the Stone Age. Dublin Parade had a gigantic blinking lizard. I can't think of anything more Irish. Follow me, I'm delicious. I'm going to review some Paddy's Day.
Yes, follow him, he's delicious. And while you're at it, please follow Power to the People. He does some fantastic stuff. His sense of humour, right down my alley. Especially when he does his reviews of the lunatics that send him comments, especially the refuck nutters. Absolutely bonkers. And you've even got some... have you heard a bit of a noise there? Me batteries just fell off the table. There's another blunder. Got a couple of batteries here. Just in case the worst thing happens. My mouse dies on me in mid-floor. So, like a good Boy Scout, be prepared. But anyway, that's enough of that. But yes, if you're not subscribed to Power to the People, does some fantastic stuff. Especially the 5 reasons why so-and-so is a complete twat. But... no worries, my good friend. No worries. You do some fantastic stuff. I watched your video with avid interest today of the one where about Keir Starmer, where you got all them lunatics on them lunatics from Reform, or if you want Reform, you got the odd one or two nutty MAGA fans. But anyway, yes. Oh, Anne Widdecombe. Yes, that Anne Widdecombe. Good evening, Richard Grumpy Gates. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a lovely day. And welcome to my Friday frolic, as I say, where we just have a good giggle, as you all guys know anyway. So, but yes. As I say, I was hunting around for... yeah, exactly. I've been well corrected in the chat, and quite rightly too. I'm spreading misinformation. It's not Reform, it's called Deform, and quite rightly. Quite right. That's me on the naughty step for the weekend now. Well, till after Saturday night. That's if we pick up three wins. Pick up 3 points. Get in there. Come on, City. But like, as I say, I thought I've got to do a little something, for what you call for St. Patrick's Day, because I know I've one or two fantastic people who are living in Ireland and give me a quick sec. All right, but like, good evening, QA Library. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a fantastic day. But like, as I say, I spent all Monday basically looking for some fantastic stuff for St. Patrick's Day. And if you went out on St. Patrick's Day and you got absolutely blathered, well done. Don't blame you. Especially like them people in Canada trying to get into a bar at 7 o'clock. Well done. Totally agree. But anyway. Yes, we're all very, very well. Good evening, Julie Brown. I hope you're very, very well. Hope you've had a lovely day. Okay, say we aren't doing bad today. From what I could gather, last week I think I managed to get about up to 50 views for the show, which is a bit of a record for me. So I'm not doing bad. But as I said, that's the little tribute for the for my dear friends in Ireland, you know, St. Patrick's Day. Because, and if you went out and had a good night out, I hope it was a good night. But anyway, let's get back to the serious stuff where let's just say that where we've got, you know, where we've got this clown. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. We've got this moron. It's like the one thing I've noticed, and I think other leaders should possibly do the same. You know when he goes over there and he demands something, and they say, yes, Donna, we promised to do that. We promised to deliver and do this. And then when they don't, and he starts screaming and crying like a big girl's blouse, they should just say this.
You said you would have this war settled in 24 hours.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
I will end that war in one day. It'll take 24 hours.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
I'll end that war between those two countries in 24 hours. It won't even take that long.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
It can be negotiated, I think, within 24 hours. Guarantee that this war will end immediately.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that.
I will have it solved in 24 hours with Zelensky and with Putin. And there's a very easy negotiation to take place, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then I can't use that negotiation. It'll never work.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic.
You said.
Yes. So if it manages to work, you say you're a stable genius and prove that yes. But if you've not managed to do it, you say, "Oh, I was just being sarcastic when I said it." You know. So when it comes to this signing this new deal, you know, they're all. I think what Zelensky should do, he should go up there, just pretend. And she'll pretend that he's going to sign it, and they go, just don't think, will I be able to get these concessions that I wanted? And if they says no, well then, you know, when I said I were going to sign this deal, I was just being sarcastic. Then just walk away. Yeah, sarcasm about Orange President of Peace. Anyone believing that was delusional. Yes, I totally agree. Good evening, Wales. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well, and hope you've had a lovely day. But yes, that's what I think. That's what he said. He knows he could just make whatever promise he wants. He could promise the earth, and then when it doesn't happen, well, when I said it, I was just being sarcastic. Yes, I was going to make your eggs cheaper, your groceries cheaper. Cheeky? What am I talking? Cheaper. And then when it don't happen, well, when I said it, I was just being sarcastic. So, I think every leader should get away with it. Is Trump having dementia trip? Yeah, I always think so. I always feel better hearing you chuckle. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. And, I'll say thank you for adding me as a friend on Discord, because I always seeing your stuff and what you have to say is always enlightening, and so I thank you for that. But like as I say, you know, but he does, you know, I think that's his little get out of jail free card, isn't it? You know, the promise the earth, deliver nothing. I was just being sarcastic. And like you say, one or two of you have been saying in the chat, Trump may have overpromised. He's overpromised, what a shocker. But boy, did he. But like in the Daily Show, we all like the Daily Show. You could put on this little bit of a montage of Trump may have overpromised, but boy, did he under-deliver. And this is what I class as very, very interesting. And they do it in their, true Daily Show style, which is well worth a watch. So, enjoy.
Starting on day one of my new administration, we will end inflation and we will make America affordable again.
Since Donald Trump has taken office, layoffs are mounting, hiring is slowing, consumer confidence is eroding, and inflation is picking up speed.
A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper.
If you were banking on cheaper groceries, think again.
We have to bring bacon and eggs and everything. We have to bring it down.
The price of bacon up 4.1%. And eggs overall, year over year, are up 53%.
We want crystal clear, beautiful water, and we want clean air.
The Trump administration rolling back dozens of air and water regulations.
We're not going to touch Social Security or Medicare.
Elon Musk indicated he's now eyeing cuts to social programs like Medicare and Social Security.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine totally settled.
The fighting continues in Ukraine and Russians dropping bombs from drones.
And I will end the chaos in the Middle East. We don't have to have people dying.
The fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has collapsed.
The freedom to speak our minds, it's given to us by God, and no one should have the power to take that right away.
Trump posted, all federal funding will stop for any college, school, or university that allows illegal protests.
We are a nation whose stock market continued success is totally contingent on MAGA winning the next election.
Another massive sell-off on Wall Street, one of the market's worst days in years, with the Dow plunging nearly 900 points.
Everyone is calling it I don't want to say this, it's too braggadocious, but we'll say it anyway, the Trump effect.
Do you know when I was listening to that? Do you know my first? I was getting ready to, and when the big crescendo with the flute was, and you're here, and you're a good liver. Sorry, I couldn't resist. All I could say here was the Titanic in my head. But yes, with all that nonsense that he says, all he needs to say is, when I said that I was just being sarcastic. Yes, make America great again. Damn, his brain isn't braining. Absolutely, yes. The means a liar always has been. It takes a real fool to have not seen. I mean, we seen his first term. Yeah, exactly. See, because let's be honest here. We saw how rubbish he was first term. So those who voted for him again, they've no excuses really, have they? I wonder how much of what he says he actually believes himself. Now, there was a. In one of my videos where I think, because what I tend to do is during the week, if I'm looking for material, I'll just 10-1, I'll just listen to radio while I'm just hunting around, and there were a fantastic caller. It's one of his things where he delves into the psychology of things, and he basically said to a certain point that he just basically says stuff that just makes him feel good at the time. And he said when he first watched the Apprentice, the one over there, he said, he's a right malignant narcissist. He says, I spotted it straight away after 30 seconds. And a lot of stuff he said in there was very illuminating, especially what he said about the simple thing is that when it comes to people like Elon Musk and Putin, I think what it is, to a certain point, I get the feeling they're slightly intimidated because they are richer than him. Yes. Yes. USA had just bought 1 billion eggs from Turkey that would last them for 3 to 4 days just for public use. And does not include companies. Wow. Now, am I right in saying now when you see videos on stuff like social media via maybe either Twitter or TikTok or whatever, saying, I saw a video of people, you know, like absolutely flocking to these stalls to basically ransack it for eggs, and you would think it was a third world country, you know, be somewhere where hunger and starvation is absolutely rampant, but apparently it was somewhere in America. Now, I'm sure I saw a bit of a video about that a couple of days ago. Yeah, his first term courtesy of Cambridge Analytica, who were sued out of existence in 2018, who couldn't work with Donald's upcoming campaign, making him think that the election was rigged against him. I saw a little bit of a video the other day where they were highlighting, what do they call them? Oh, what do they call them? Who wear them Guy Fawkes masks? I've forgotten the name of them. Where they said they'd seen some evidence that it was that the election was rigged, and I've heard one or two other people basically say with voter suppression that I think saying that the Democrats should have made more of it. But yeah, that was interesting. Anonymous, thank you, that's it. I can't think of it. Now, they're saying there was evidence that it was rigged. I have my doubts, but, you know, they'll know better than me. They will know better than me, but I'm not 100% convinced that they actually managed to do it. But, you know, that's just my opinion, and I'm not saying I'm right. But yes, can't tell you it's... Yeah, exactly. Can't tell us that it's anonymous, Paul, or else they might have to come over and kill you. My God, 47 watching. Oh, wow. We aren't doing better, are we, on this? You know, some of the started as a bit of fun. It's sort of like growing and good evening, clog dancing raver. I hope you're very, very well, and nice of you to join us. Hope you're very, very well. But yes, it's you could basically say it's a classic case of, you know, promise the earth, deliver nothing, and he's got a great get out of jail free card by saying that, oh, when I said that I was just being sarcastic. Yeah, but sure, after I picked up this little bit of a video, I can't remember, somebody mentioned about the Trump interview. Now, I watched with, is it Laura Ingraham or something? If I remember rightly, that clown from Fox News. Now, I watched a good proportion on the Bin podcast the other day. If you're not subscribed to the Bin podcast, you really must do. As if nothing else, you'll get an in-depth education on American politics, and not just that, you'll get to hear the wonderful, fantastic fashion tips by Mikey Famine, and also his top-class, fantastic Chuck Schumer impression. If you close your eyes when he's doing it, it's almost like Chuck Schumer's in the room with you. Absolutely fantastic. Clog dancing raver. Boom, tish. Laura in growing toenails. Yeah, absolutely. But Trump says he would be happy for US to become associate Commonwealth member. He's just, when you watch it, he's gone, isn't he? It's just fruit salad between ears now, isn't it? It's like she was struggling just to get him on, keep him on track. But this little 20-second, it just basically shows you in this interview. It just basically just shows you that, but basically just shows you that it is not all there. And you know, when they're saying about he's going to do martial law, they're going to do away with elections, and he'll hand over the presidency to his son Lurch. He'll bypass the other two clowns that they're desperately trying to get his attention. But yes, exactly, Sean. Yeah, some saying I was being sarcastic. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Living brain donor, DB, absolutely. But it's saying that he'll do martial law, do away with the elections, and then now whether he will be able to or not, who knows? But he just seems to be pretty much doing whatever he wants at the moment, so you can never say never. But in this interview, he talks about the future leader, because if he's going to hand it over, so it will be Lurch, not the other two, like Cokehead and the other clown, desperate for his attention. And this is just, good evening, your summary ref. I hope you're very well. I bought a Euro Millions lottery ticket and I'm going to phone my boss to say goodbye. Thanks for all the work you have given me. And if it doesn't work, and if he asks you about it, just say, if you've not won the lottery, and you have to bring him back up to apologise, just say, I was only being sarcastic. But this bit of an interview, it's just had me in hysterics. It's like, it just shows you the absolute, how can I put it, the level of intelligence of this man. Absolutely bonkers. It's only 20 seconds.
Is Barron's aptitude, in your view, business or politics?
Maybe technology. He can look at a computer. I try turning off his car, turn it off. I turn off his laptop. I said, oh, good. And I go back 5 minutes later, he's got his laptop. I said, how'd you do that? None of your business, Dad. No, he's got an unbelievable aptitude in technology.
Is Barron's aptitude, in your view, business?
Yes. So nothing should go wrong here. Just like everything have been capable hands, because he has the business brain, the technology brain to turn on a laptop and turn it off. There's nothing between the ears, and those people who voted for that clown, there's your president, that's your man. That's your man, oh, good God. I'll say I watched the interview, and she was doing her absolute level best, to keep him on track, because he would just go off on mad tangents and talk some of the biggest load of bollocks. I'll see. Yes, Barron has a proper bent arm salute. Führer what? Well, also you gotta think nation gets liberated from its former colonializer. Putin wouldn't want those headlines, or adding an energy sufficient and water sufficient nation such as Scotland. Only the UK can hear the wind whistling through his brain space. Absolutely, Richard Gumperget. I'll say I did. Good evening, Cupid stunt. Hope you're well. Hope you're very well. Yes. It's like, I watched the interview and she was having all hell on to try and just keep him on track, because he would just go off on some of the most mad tangents. And yes, Baron J. Shits and Pants is a fecking genius, because he can turn his laptop on and off. God help us. Absolutely. Cupid stunt. Absolutely. Baron Grandad and his dad, his age mate with his dad, yes. But anyway, I just started to say, because you just think that's where they're at now, innit, really? That is where they're at. But this is where we get to hear the great man. Basically, good evening, Alex, Adam, hope you're well. Oh, don't worry about it, my dear man. best excuse. It's just like, I can imagine your granddad is an absolute hoot of a guy. So no need to apologise. Don't worry about it. But you're going to hear the great man now do a bit more of an interview where, let's just say, where we're going to hear our Donny basically, how can I put it, basically say something sensible, or maybe not, as he now talks about, he wants to talk about his plan for annexing Canada.
Obviously, you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now?
Yes. That's probably the most sensible thing I've ever heard him say. Yes. And I could just hear my daughter in the other room. She's obviously just watched this and she's in hysterics laughing. Yes. Yes, that was his sensible answer about how he's going to now annex Canada and make them the 51st state. And also, we also have another exclusive, as he gives an in-depth interview with his, about, let's just say, his relationship with his boss. Yes, his boss. It's setting me off now as well. You know, his boss, President Musk. Let's just say it's a proper loving. So for all you with weak stomachs, I suggest you look away now, because it does get a bit saucy. Oh, matron.
Obviously, you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now?
Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Yeah, that's his. That is his. You could say his answer to his relationship with his boss, President Musk. And good evening, Master Assassin. Ah, yes, best thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If I don't, the noises are horrendous. I can well imagine. Don't worry, that's the end of it. Quite, doesn't he just? Yes, he loves the microphones. He could die of dehydration if he don't stop. Stephen Bankier, yeah, what the actual fuck? Oh, kind of glad I missed that. Put that on pub. I think that'll be too much for even for Pornhub or whatever, or Pornpub. Oh yes, totally agree. Goop, it's done. AI can produce such grossness. Oh, you are awful, Dylan. But I like it. Yeah. Oh, you are awful. But I like you. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Yeah, that's the reason why we're giggling away before it started, because I could tell what were coming, and I just... Oh, this is so funny. Do you know, that was probably the most sensible thing I've ever heard him say in over 10 years. Oh, dear. But anyway, let's get back to sensible. I saw a video of Trump waving at no one and practicing his best Mussolini gesture. What a plank. Yeah, absolutely. Can you behave? Yes. But let's just say, if anything, you know, I do like to... I'd archive. I laughed so hard a bit of "we" came out. Good evening, Gordon Hunter. I hope you're well. I saw you earlier on, but I just forgot to say hello. And I hope you've very, very well. Hope you've had a fantastic day. But anyway, let's just say, let's get back to a bit of normalcy. And remember a few weeks ago, well, I think it'd been more than a few weeks, a couple of months ago. If nothing on this show, it's educational, where we watched an instruction video on how to open a door. Well, now we're going to get back to a bit of that now, where we've now moved on from how to open a door to a new, and to from there to, let's just say, to how to stand up from where, how to get up from a chair. Now pay attention, this could be a life or death moment.
Now, how do you get out of a chair gracefully and with poise? This is all to do with weight distribution. Instead of leaning forward or shifting off your hands and looking ungainly, keep your back straight and put your weight onto the thighs. Now think tall. Pull up your leg muscles, pull in your tummy and bottom, but above all, look straight ahead. And up you come through those thighs. Now,
has everybody got this? You know, yes. Everybody paying attention. Very, very important.
What about those hands and arms? Do you fold them? Do you put your hands in the pockets? Never, never fold your arms in front like this. It's a defensive posture. One hand in the pocket is acceptable, but try standing like this. Place your hands and your arms in front very lightly. A clutch bag is a good support too as a prop. Now, how do you get out of a chair gracefully?
Has everybody got that, or do we need to watch that again? You know, because this is important educational stuff. You know, we've all managed on this show now to open a door. Now, have we all managed how to get out of a seat? Yes. Is it was it Mad Lizzie? But it Mad Lizzie. When I looked at her, I'm thinking it looks like her, sounds like her, but I'm thinking surely she's not that mad. You do right up. Yes, clutch bang. Yes, you do right, Andrew. When yes, make sure you take notes. This because that could be the difference. You know. Good evening, Leaves, and yes, I'm waiting for her to do a little jig. Yes. She's preaching to the converted here. Yes. If you need to stretch your arm, don't wave them up in the air like a salute. Yes, exactly. Especially when you say my heart goes out to you, because it could be very, very dodgy. I do this every morning, but that's just trying to get down the stairs, but do it with a clutch bag. Always go hands free. I'm totally with you there, Steve. Thank you. Yes. Yup. I thought it was Mad Lizzie. Yes. When I saw that, I was just thinking, yes, yeah, I thought it was her. When I was looking, I'm thinking, is that Mad Lizzie, or am I imagining things? Looping Mad Liz for morning TV. Yes, she's about to from Shake and Vac. Yeah, I remember that video as well. Most housewives or whoever was looking after the house, the last thing they'd be thinking of, it's this. Must do the hoovering. Get the shake and vac and bring the freshness back. Do the shake and vac and bring the freshness back. When your cappy frills. I seem to know this song off by heart a little bit too easy. Oh dear. That's not a good start, is it? Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't stretch your arm up in a vertical position on stage twice, or people might think you are a fash. Absolutely Cupid stunt. Good advice. And especially don't do it when you are getting out of a chair. Posture is not a good thing for posture, or if you're in a job interview either. But yes, like as I say, so now you know. So now you know you've gone from how to open a door to how to get out of a seat. Nothing short of educational stuff here, I'll have you know. But anyway, let's have a bit more fun with the Trump administration. And I don't keep on singing after you. I don't keep on singing after you finish. Yeah, exactly. Just popping out to do some air traffic control for Mikey and Tim. Do right. Yes, and while you're out there, subscribe to their channel as well. They do some fantastic work. And fantastic impressions of Chuck Schumer as well. But let's poke a bit of fun at the expense of, you could say, Trump's administration, where the woman who does the press conferences, her name has escaped me at this moment. Yes, Caroline Levitt or something. That nutcase. Well, she did her into, she sort of took questions from the press, and let's just say it didn't go as well as always. Man, sure, what do you expect from a complete lunatic and a clown? Now, as you will know, on this show, there'll be no interview. It won't be the real person. It'll be somebody ad-libbing, and this fantastic young lady does her down to a T. You could say absolutely hilarious.
President Trump announced that he is going to reverse all of the pardons that are illegally done by Joe Biden. Former President Joe Biden signed with an auto pen, which is illegal to do. The Department of Justice is currently working on having all of those reversed. Thank you for bringing that up. As you know, our deal maker in chief, author of The Art of the Deal, happened to catch them because of his keen attention to detail. And we are working closely to reverse those illegal pardons. And I really think we should stay tuned for that.
Do you have any comment on the French asking for the Statue of Liberty back?
It's a very silly statement by the French. The French have mentioned that they would like to take back the Statue of Liberty, which is a ridiculous thing. First of all, you don't take back gifts, especially centuries later. And the Statue of Liberty was originally a gift for those history buffs in the room. But it's been upkept by the American people and their tax dollars. It is a symbol of the American way of life. It is a symbol of our commitment to bringing immigrants in legally, being the emphasis of the word. So what are we going to do? Take back all the McDonald's that we've contributed to France and Ratatouille? A lot of people don't know that that is actually an American property, so we're not going to be doing that. In fact, maybe we should invoice France for all of the American contributions to their country. So,
are you wearing green for St. Patrick's?
Oh, yes. And thank you so much for noticing. It is St. Patrick's Day here. And may this serve as a symbol of our friends and our allies in Ireland. May you have a beautiful St. Patrick's Day. Don't get pinched. And also, think of the pot of gold that we're all going to have the moment that President Trump makes America wealthy again.
Told you there would be an absolute. I knew I'd do it. Yes, I've just realised. Friday Frolic would not be a Friday Frolic without me talking to myself with the mic off. Yes, do apologise. But yes, you've just realised. QA Library, look up Byline Times Northeast after the show. Now, as I said earlier, I would do it. This way where I could quite easily do Nick Abbott and say, but sir, it's the weekend. I don't want to do homework, but sir. Yes, you're dead right, Steve Binning. I did predict that. I knew it was coming. If I'm honest, over the last couple of days, I have had a bit of a cold and my nose has been a bit bunged up, so it was bound to happen. Never mind. But yes, I will definitely look that up. But as I say, when it comes to taking the rise out of the is it the press secretary? Is she something as you called her something? Is you cannot do piss take of her without the wonderful, fantastic Maggie Reed. Let's just say she absolutely nails her, doesn't she? She's just as good. Brilliant. Just says it as it is. Take it away, the wonderful, the fantastic, the national treasure that is our Maggie Reed.
All right, everybody, it's KK Caroline's time to talk. Well, happy Monday and happy St. Patrick's Day. I see you all wore green because you're jealous of me. Well, I want to start out by addressing the devastating storms and tornadoes that have hit the South and the Midwest. Now, I can assure you that President Trump is actively monitoring the situation because he is an expert on wind and weather. Show the graphic. Second, I want to remind you losers that there's a new sheriff in town. In fact, anything good in this world is because of President Trump. And anything bad, whether it's past, present, or future, is because of Joe Biden. Show the graphic. And lastly, President Trump had a very busy weekend. He hung out with, not babysat, that one kid of Elon's that he pays attention to. He won a golf tournament at Mar-a-Lago because he's the best golfer in the world. He did not beg other countries for eggs. He did fight Yemen pirates, and he deported every single illegal gang member in the world. He also declared that Joe Biden's pardons of the January 6th Unselect Committee were null and void because Joe Biden used an auto pen. And we all know Joe Biden doesn't have a brain. All right, well, I'm going to open this up to questions, but I will preface, if you ask for any proof of any of the stuff I just said, I'm going to tell you absolutely not, because that's not my job. That's your job. You're the reporters. All right, which one of you losers is going first?
She's brilliant, is Maggie Reed. Absolutely hilarious. I have to say, she's just a bit of a genius when it comes to these fantastic videos that she does. But yes, that's it. Just blame moderators for your technical issues. They're a bunch of spanners after all. Oh dear. I suppose in a way I could, but I just couldn't do it. You know, they keep the show running. You know, keep it clean for me. But I know what you mean. Exactly, Bad Monkey. It won't be a Friday Frolic without the blunders. Oh yeah. But would you say I'm more professional than GBB or KGB News? KGBBs. Yes. Oh dear. You know, I say I've been like keeping it in mind. Yes. When you blow your nose, turn the mic off. Make sure you turn the mic back on. And I blew it, but never mind. Yes. Day 5 is like I'm better, jump around and feel smug. Day 6 is like day 1, snakes and ladders. Yes, be careful, they hold the power. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, imperial metric, adjustable span. Yes. But yeah, she's brilliant. Is Maggie Reed, isn't she? Oh, whenever I'll have a look on Twitter, she's always got something that just makes me chuckle. And like, to be fair, there are a few people out there who sort of like give us some say some horrible stuff about, but you know, not bothered. She just carries on, doesn't she? Put posters up everywhere. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Tories don't get tasered. Post notes all over. Turn your mic back on. Check that you're online before you start gassing. That's one of my favourite things I always tend to do. You know, 10 minutes of the start, you're all keeping yourself entertained, waiting when I'm gassing like a complete Burke to myself, thinking you're all talking while the show's going on. I'm an idiot sometimes, but you know. Yeah, exactly, Alistair. Thanks for the banter. Keep it going. Yes. Yes. Well, we've not done bad, you know. A couple of times we've got into the 50s, so the live streams aren't doing bad. Did well last week. Good evening, Hugh Janus. Hope you're very, very well. Absolutely bottoms up. I'll be doing a bit of a bottoms up in a bit later on because I'll have a couple of cheeky pints while I'm just chilling out, and while I'll probably looking for some new material for next week, because you know, then I can just chill out and just relax. So bottoms up. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you've had a lovely day. But yes, that was the fantastic, wonderful, and you could say incredibly talented Maggie Reed. You could basically say a Friday Frolic won't be a Friday Frolic with our wonderful Maggie Reed, because she is just absolutely hilariously funny, and she's quite the genius. But another political genius. Are you arsing around again? You better believe it, Hugh Janus. You better believe it. I'm absolutely arsing around. And I say, from one great political genius, comedic genius, to another. And as I say, one thing we've noticed, the absolute, the absolute, action to fight against this fascistic new regime in America. Whatever you say about the Democrats, they are fighting tooth for nail. Good evening, Donkey Dave. Hope you're well, my friend. Nice of you to join us. And if you're not subscribed to my dear friend Donkey Dave, he does some fantastic live streams on a Thursday night. My God, last night's were hilarious with Long John Cowboy Long John Silver. That could be his cowboy name, Long John Silver Bullet. With his 10-gallon hat. Get off your horse and drink your milk nonsense. But if you're not subscribed to Donkey Dave, he does some fantastic stuff in the morning. And not only is he educating, he's having to fight off some refuck lunatics shouting, "Vote reform! Vote reform!" But anyway, like as I say, another Friday Frolic won't be a Friday Frolic without the wonderful, the hilariously irreplaceable Jon Stewart. And let's just say, where he shows gives beautifully highlights the real problem with the Democrats' master plan to fight against this fascistic regime. Take it away, John. This is hilarious.
For those of you who may have felt like this was a total capitulation, Senator Schumer just felt like this wasn't the moment for Democrats to press their case because Trump is still too strong.
When he went below 40% in the polls, the Republican legislators started working with us. He was at 51. He's now at 48. We're going to keep at it until he goes below 40. When it happens, I am hopeful that our Republican colleagues will resume working with us.
Yes. Whoever says they've not got a master plan, clearly they've not been paying attention. Chuck Schumer and the Democrats, they have a master plan. That's what they're going to do. They've got to wait till his popularity wanes, and then they're going to strike.
You're going to keep at it. Keep at it. And what? This was it. This was the it that you would have been keeping at. The keeping of the it. It's not the keeping of the it. That's the issue. It's what the it. Don't you have to start it to keep at it? If this wasn't it, then what it? What is it if this not be it? But apparently the grand plan is Dems keep fecklessly complaining until the 48 approval comes down to 40, which is a plan, but it's forgetting one crucial piece of information in Schumer's popularity calculation.
Devastating, cascading poll numbers for Democrats. Only 27% of voters have a positive view of the party, the lowest favorability rating in the history of NBC's polling.
Oops. It's not really a plan then, is it? I haven't got any broken news. I don't this week, unfortunately. I don't. Why is it Jon Stewart looks like he's ready to drop a massive dump at that very moment? That's a rather unfortunate pause for Jon Stewart, isn't it? But no, I don't, unfortunately. But yeah, there's your problem. If you're at 27%, it's a bit pointless, isn't it?
You're at 27%. You've got to get Trump to lose 8 points of popularity just for you to get to the point where you're 13 points below him. Your approval is only 7 points above, where it turns red and goes into low power mode. Maybe you're not a numbers learner. Maybe a visual demonstration of where you're here. Let me meet you where you live.
This is hilarious. This is brilliant. The comedic genius. Hilarious. How can you use glasses to highlight, polling? Genius.
All right, here we go. This is now. I'm going to do this. This is 48% approval. This is them. This is you. This is you. 27%. This is them. Oh, I see. They're much higher. Yes, they're much higher. And if you keep this up, you'll be wearing these on your dick. Do you understand? Jesus. Perhaps I'm being too hard on the senator. Although I am not. Perhaps he has insider knowledge of a quiet, smoldering Republican amenability to compromise. Perhaps underneath that hard shell of Republican intransigence is a soft, nougaty center of responsible legislative leadership waiting to be freed. Bargains! Driven in the hallowed yet marbled halls of power. Or maybe someplace mustier.
I talk to them. One of the places I told them to go in the gym, when you're on that bike in your shorts, panting away next to a Republican, a lot of the inhibitions come off.
Yes. Do you know, when I was sat there listening, I just closed my eyes, and do you know the first thing that came into my head? Mikey Famine doing a Chuck Schumer impression. It was just like I was at the Bin Podcast live stream. Yes, every time I hear Chuck Schumer, I just think of Mikey Famine with his Chuck Schumer impression. But yes, disgusting. Yes, spends a lot of the time at the gym, doesn't he?
That's your plan. I'm going to dangle my balls out of my shorts and maybe at the gym. Oh, they're going to lose all their inhibitions on the equipment. Actually, Chuck, I would like to work with you on Medicaid reform. And also, I never told anybody this, but I once jerked a guy off in a park. Oh, this elliptical, I just lose my inhibitions. And I would probably be just a skosh more receptive to Schumer's theory of gym-based negotiation strategies if it had worked the last time.
We talk to our Republican colleagues all the time. I talk to them all in the gym. When you're a 60-year-old on a bike panting in your shorts, the inhibitions sort of fall away.
I'm not here to posture shame. But for a guy who seems to be spending most of his life in the gym, a little less talky talk, a little more core. Second of all, in the gym, they're only being agreeable with you because they want you to leave them alone. In the gym, on the stationary bike. Oh, sure, Chuck, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. But I have to tell you something. Pedaling really hard and not going anywhere, it's a great metaphor for the Democratic Party right now. Really. Also, ball sweat.
And he just absolute genius. And yes, I totally agree. Wales. Yes, he clearly, Chuck Schumer needs to watch the video that we watched, on posture and especially on how to get out of a chair. Also, see if I can find a video for him of sitting in a chair as well. Oh, but yeah, he's just so brilliant. he threatened to blow the guy. Yes. Yeah, you can just imagine you're a Republican, you're in Jamie and you've got Chuck Schumer following you out with his sweaty shorts and balls dangling down, grandad balls dangling down one side of his rather large shorts while he's on bike talking about infrastructure and nonsense. You think, Chuck, me a fucking shut up and go away. Oh, dear. Oh. In that gym, oh dear, Stephen. Oh, oh, that vision now, the vision. Oh dear, vision in my head. Yes, absolutely dangling, clutched by a yes. Schumer, look, my ball bag. Grandad balls, yeah. What a conjuring those two words. Yes, I always remember that film Grandad where he's in that bar. He pulls his strides down. He's got them. He got his boxer shorts off and the balls down to his ankles. Yes, but he's just he's absolutely right, just. I remember watching the Trump speech. It was sort of like the inauguration speech, but it wasn't a speech to the nation, whatever it was. And I remember watching it. I'm thinking, "What are you going to do? Something? Are you going to do something?" And their idea was to just sit there, not say anything, just hold up signs. Oh yeah, how what's the word? How inspirational, The only one who showed any balls were Al Green. And you watch these people, you just think, is that your plan? Just to wait till he gets to 40%, which is our plan, I suppose, isn't it? But if you're at 20 summit, it's not really going to really make any difference. They need to go. And I was when I was watching it. I watched it on the Bin podcast, and you could hear desperation in team that say, "Democrats, do something," and they just sat there. And even when he called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas, they just sat there and took it. Remember when Biden did his speech? Did the Republicans sit there and say, they couldn't get a word in sideways because of Jewish laser guns woman Marjorie Taylor Greene couldn't shut up, shouting and bawling. There's a lot of balls in the channel at chat I can see as well. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely, Richard Grumpy getting honour of Donkey Dave. Acid! Can I have some acid in the chat, please? I never thought I'd say that in one of my shows, but yes. But they are completely. They are just knackered, aren't they? The Democrats. They just look and sound incredibly. What's the word? I'm cooked, I suppose. Yes, I see it. I have to say, I'm trying to think which video was that now when I was just in hysterics laughing, where he pulled out the littlest violin. I was watching when I just getting up and I was watching. I practically fell out of bed in hysterics. I thought the comedic timing with the littlest violin, brilliant. There's an Asian lady who confronts Democratic and thought she resonated with the country. Acid! Yeah. But yeah, I've seen a few of them town meetings, and oh my God, they are getting absolutely, you could say, they're getting absolutely annihilated. I saw one on Bin Podcast where somebody were talking about whether a crowd was shouting, tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. And his, you can see the look at his horror on his face. He was no, you don't really want to be doing that. Like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we need to tax the rich. But anyway, let's. Yeah, absolutely. The smallest violin. That was just absolutely hilarious. But like, as I say, we've talk about the problems with the Democrats because they are fucked at the moment. What about the situation with Elon Musk and his cars that are absolutely tanking his what's the word I'm after? Shares tanking at Tesla. They want him out of there and they want him gone. We've got a brilliant video here from the fantastic, the brilliant Matilda Thorpe. She's another brilliant, fantastic comedian where she does an excellent main impression of a Tory MP as well, where she basically says that feeling sorry for Elon, and it's quite humorously funny. Take it away, Matilda.
Poor Elon Musk, losing his money and being bullied on every side, especially from the Germans, where his very name Musk comes from. It's an ancient German word from the Middle Ages, translating as a small, weak man or a bog. It's true, look it up. So he'd be known in the Middle Ages as small, weak bogman. And yet his very own namesake country, Germany, are turning on him. Are we going to stand by and watch small, weak bogman treated so harshly? No. Say goodbye, Germany. You can keep your Mercedes, your BMWs and your Porsches. I'm going to get a Tesla. Oh, and I don't need any Adidas trainers and quality sportswear either. I will be turning off Classic FM when Beethoven, Bach and little Strauss waltzes come on. No more Bosch, Neff or Siemens. I'm going to be sticking to UK white goods from now on. So bring on the Dyson, made in Malaysia. Morphy Richards, made in China. Russell Hobbs, also made in China. Well, I'm not going to eat a hamburger anymore, or a Frankfurter. And I'm not going to have any of your German lagers or beers or your sweet floral notes Riesling. And I'm not going to use your boilers or your medicines. And I'm not going to say any of the 26% of German words that make up the English language. And you can take the royal family. Yes, the ones that changed their name from Battenberg to Windsor. You can have King Charles. Oh my God, we're all German. Oh my God, we're all German. Sorry, Elon, small, weak, bog man. You're on your own. Someone get me an Uber.
Yes, feel sorry for the small bog man. I had to laugh. That image. Yes, good evening. Good evening, Dodgy Syrup, the once former MP for Lichfield. Yes, I hope you're very well. She once pulled rug from under me. Yes. Good evening, Rabbiggins. Late on parade. Even, don't worry about it, my dear man. Just as long as you're well. Frederick Roth. Sure, Frederick Roth thought Matilda thought was an actual Tory. Shows you how good she is at it. She's she does a brilliant sketch of a Tory MP. She's just brilliant at it. Well, hello, Tim Davis. Hope you're well, and hope you've had a fantastic day as well. And yes, just making sure I haven't forgotten anybody else. But I hope you're well, Dodgy Syrup. Michael, fabulous hair. But yeah, she does. But yeah, it's been a rather interesting week for our President Musk, isn't it? Yeah, with his shares tanking. Does it mean that if it gets any worse, he could actually lose Twitter? Oh, please do. I really hope he does lose Twitter. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? But let's just say she does that. But like let's just say we watch these, and it's been interesting. And another one of these fantastic daily shows where it basically highlights these poor Cybertruck owners are being targeted by vandals, and it's not funny. Clearly not. But this is it, because it's been an interesting couple you could say couple of weeks, because shares have gone down the toilet, and I've got a bit of a video a bit later on where it basically shows when things were good. It's all a totally different kettle of fish for our Elon. But let's just say, all her talk about Dysons and other Hoovers had me very anxious. I can well imagine. How's life treating you now that you don't have to worry about angry constituents threatening to take their vote away from you? Tally ho, Stephen Bannon. But like, as I say, that I'm watching with avid interest the good evening, Top Line. I hope you're all okay. I hope you have time to talk about the disgraceful behaviour on benefits from Labour to let Reform or Tories back in. For fuck's sake. Well, the one thing that I heard a little bit of an interesting conversation between Sheila Fogarty and Andrew Marr. He said something that I thought, that's interesting, when he said that a good proportion of voters believe that it is too easy to get benefits. So now whether it's the right way to do it or not, I'm not saying that what they're doing is right, because one thing's for certain, when it comes to PIP, it will definitely affect me. But when he said that, I thought, that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Something I had not considered. Life's good, Dale. Lots of time spent getting political lessons from drunken Reform voters down my local Soster. I'm glad to hear it, my friend. But yes, when it comes to the PIP, I don't really get it. It's like, it's not something you get because you're getting what you deserve benefits wise. I know people who have got PIP and they're working, and I just think, I don't understand why you're doing it. It don't make sense to me. But anyway, I think that'll be for another day. But as I say, when it comes to, as I say, feeling sorry for poor Elon, because, and those with Teslas and with their Cybertrucks, and the Daily Show highlights this absolutely hilariously funny. Enjoy.
Man, it's hard being a Cybertruck owner. So hard.
Amen, brother.
You guys get vandals drawn on your Cybertruck?
Oh, yeah.
The other day, somebody spray painted a penis on my Cybertruck. Someone spray painted a Hitler mustache on mine.
I got a penis entering Hitler's mouth.
awful. It's not even funny.
Yeah, big hairy penis entering Hitler's mouth right on the hood of my Cybertruck.
I got a Hitler having sex with another Hitler, doggy style. Somebody spray painted a butt on my Cybertruck, and the butthole was pooping out a swastika into Hitler's mouth. It's not even funny. And Hitler, he was wearing a brassiere.
You know what I get a lot of on my Cybertruck?
What's that?
Turds.
Oh my God. So many turds. What does my Cybertruck look like? One of those long metallic toilets at baseball stadiums? It's not even funny. What does my Cybertruck look like? A giant metallic porta potty on its side? It's just not fair. I didn't know that Elon was crazy when I bought this thing.
When'd you buy it?
February 2025.
I mean, it's not all bad, right? A pretty lady did wave to me the other day. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, she lifted her arm straight out. Never mind.
Yes, never mind. I think as he was passing, she said as she waved, "My heart goes out to you." Swastika, exactly, Alistair. Absolutely. But yes, that was just hilariously. But like, the thing is, what I find very interesting about all this nonsense with our Elon, because with what's been happening, because he did an interview with that clown on Fox News, where he's there, tugging at the heartstrings, claiming victimhood. Why are they doing this? The left, they're absolutely disgraceful. And I thought that was the party of empathy and wank panzers. Yes, and they were a party of empathy and kindness and this and that and the other, as though trying to paint us as everybody on the left as though they're absolute violent thugs. But there was there was an interesting little video, when things were good, times were good, wasn't getting any hassle. When things were comfortable, he said something that was very, very interesting, and one or two have picked up on this, and it's quite illuminating. Quite illuminating.
So here's a fun juxtaposition. Check out your boy Elon Musk when he was riding high, living on unlimited power on the Joe Rogan podcast in his little comfort zone.
Weakness of Western civilization is empathy. The empathy exploit. They're exploiting a bug in Western civilization, which is the empathy response.
And now check him out on Fox News once he'd lost $1 billion in the stock market because no one wants to buy his crappy cars.
I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring.
Hypocritical much? Oh, I get it. What you mean is empathy for me, but not for thee. Right, Doge?
I think we just have a deranged. There's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
I swear, leave it to a rich dude to make a rule and then be like super mad and sad when that rule applies to them too. Oh, no, you misunderstand, right? Because the problem is that people have empathy for you. People care about you. Obviously, people need to care about me. I'm a very special boy. It's so annoying and pathetic. These guys all portray themselves as like tough, cutthroat, and cunning, but they're all toddlers, the lot of them.
Absolutely spot on. They couldn't have said it any better. They're just toddlers when it really comes to it. They're just no but toddlers. Well, and that's what they are, the absolute, how can I put it? He was roaring and yelling. It was that bad. And when I was watching, I thought, I don't know whether to go over and give him a big sloppy kiss or a tissue. The amount of roaring he was doing. It's just he's just a pathetic, sad little toddler, you know. Because, like, as I say, when things were going good, you know, oh, those showing empathy, it's just sign of weakness. And then when things are not going so good, his shares are tanking, his cars are getting attacked and whatnot. Oh, feel sorry for me. Oh, why are you doing this to me? You show me empathy. I'm the real victim here. He's pathetic, you know. And he's right. They're just no pathetic, weak little toddlers. Anyway, as my good friend Donkey Dave left, I know what is. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, you know, look forward to your next video. I'm sure it'll be something very, very interesting. The problem with the left is that we've been far too empathetic and do little more than try to talk the facts when the other side refuses to listen to or understand reason. Well, yeah, exactly. I think you've got a point there, because when it comes to, as I think the best one was, somebody said, when it comes to Aaron Banks, no point talking facts to people like that. It's just white noise to them. Just give me a minute. Sorry about that, but I'll say my nose is a bit bunged up now. But yeah, it's you're right. There's no point trying to reason with people who are, let's just say, they're down the rabbit hole. They're not going to listen to reason. It's all white noise to them. And more often than not, they've already made up their mind anyway. Oh, don't worry about it, Alistair. You know, I'll say I've had a cold for the last couple of days. I'm at the back end of it now, but so I'm all right. But nose is a bit bunged up. Anyway, we're near the end. We're at the end, and my God, nearly 2 hours has gone past. We've been doing this for over 10 years, and look where we are. Well, yeah. Yeah, I can see your point, but I have to say it's a crying shame that our dear friend from Bin Podcast isn't with us, because let's just say I love the soundboard. And this is one of my favourite bits of the soundboard. Plays it a lot, and it's just absolute quality. Makes me chuckle. Can we have "I Love Tesla" in the chat, please?
I love Tesla. So many electric vehicles. Nobody wants to buy them. I love Tesla. Good luck with your electric car that goes for about 45 minutes. I love Tesla. You want electric vehicles? We'll give it to you when the damn things don't go far enough and they're too expensive. I love Tesla. We have this thing called the gasoline. We have gasoline. I love Tesla. They got some basic problems. They're very expensive and they don't go far. I think they want to keep you somewhere around your home. They don't want to build highways or something. They got some crazy plan. I love Tesla. I love Tesla. So many electric vehicles.
Yes. Could I have loads of I love Tesla in the chat, please? Yeah, did you see that? Where is the girl, baby girl? Yes. Yes. He's got a brilliant soundboard. I think he even puts he'll give Nick Abbott a good run for his money, won't he? I love Tesla. Oh, he's absolutely brilliant, his bag. But when I saw that video, I just thought of Chris Fisher. Goes route one. Fuck Tesla. Absolutely brilliant. I love Tesla. but yeah, just highlights more of his absolute dipshittery. Said all that stuff about Teslas, all that, basically doing it down, but, you know, when it really matters. When it really matters. When it comes, when his boss wants him to do him a favour. I love Tesla. Yes, it's a crying shame our Mikey Famine ain't with us, because I can imagine if his soundboard were there, he'd have been playing it a lot, chuckling away. But but we've got a bit of a you could say I'm trying a bit of break. I wouldn't say breaking news, but we are in for a treat. There's clearly that with Tesla. Yeah, I know things are tough for Tesla, but what I will say is that they are working on a new design. On a new design, and let's just say that you've heard of the Tesla Cybertruck. Here's their new Tesla Cybertruck. Not spelled CY, but SIBER. This is the new Cybertruck, and we've got one of our reporters to. You could say one of our reporters. We'll get there in the end. There we go. One of our glowing reporters to show you the new design and what new additions they've got on this.
Y'all check out my new truck. This is my Tesla Cybertruck, and it is 100% truck game. Now, although we did spend a lot of time, money, and effort on the development of the stealthy look and raw power of the Tesla Cybertruck, we did not cut corners when it comes to safety. As you can see here, by our technologically advanced airbag system. Unlike them ancient airbag systems that all them other vehicle makers use that'll punch you in the face, this technologically advanced airbag system in the Cybertruck allows your face to gently ram into the steering wheel. We're gonna do some off-road in the Tesla Cybertruck. Ain't nothing. Go off-road. I just realized I lost my tailgate. Y'all check out my new truck. This is my...
When I saw that, I just couldn't resist. I thought that was just hilarious. The guy was absolutely brilliant. The way he dressed, you would think, if you saw him straight away, you think, yeah, Trump supporter, wouldn't you? You just think one of them. It looks like it was designed and built by Jeremy Clarkson. It does, doesn't it? Do you think it would have he'd have managed to get his fat head into it? You know, or it'd be because like if he'd managed to get his fat head in there, I don't think there'd be much room for his ego either, would there? But yeah, that was just hilarious. Yeah, Hancock getting away with murder. Yes, well, sure. You wouldn't expect anything else, would you, really? That's the way it is, unfortunately. For me personally, should be rotting in jail. Damn. Oh dear. I'd get to hospital if I were you, so that dodgy rib gone now. The mental man motor of the modern man, yes. Absolutely hilariously funny. Oh dear. When I saw that, I thought, I've got to share that. I've got to have that on my show. You're going to have a good giggle at that. Because he was just hilariously funny. Deadpan dry, wasn't it? Oh dear. But this is funny. I found this the other day or two ago, and I shared it with a friend. Very funny. I watched another one where guy had a wee tank, American military vehicle. Is that the one where it was the tailgate? It was just fixed on with glue. I might have actually seen that one. If you go to the doctor and look him, I tell him that they're in a worse state than you are, and I'd recommend a dose of Friday Frolic once a week. Might do wonders for your mental health, but not for your ribs. only three likes needed to hit the 50 like. Oh wow, we haven't done bad tonight, have we? Good evening, Sir Larry, my dear friend. My God, you've sent me some fantastic videos on Discord. I will be having a good route around and look and see what I can get from them. But I hope you're very, very well, my friend. It's the same guy. It's another video from the orange bearded guy. You just played. Oh, I've got. Is that his name, Flying Dutch Fella? I'm gonna have to look for more of his stuff, because he was hilariously funny, wasn't he? But right, as I say, yes, I will be certainly keeping an eye out for him, because I thought he was just a Friday Frolic. If we didn't have this fantastic young lady on, because
hello, it's me, Rachel.
Yes, I think sort of like giving it away a little bit. Yes. Ah, well, I might as well just plonk her on now. Yes. This is our wonderful Noreen Skinner doing her fantastic impersonation of our Rachel Reeves on how to fix the economy. Take it away. Ah, right, I see. That threw me off then. Another, yes, professional to the end.
Hello, it's me, Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, I think. I've got all the charm of Gordon Brown and nearly half as popular. I'm just back from seeing Sabrina Carpenter, and since then I've been busy working because I've heard that the economy was a bit bad in January. So I've been busy crunching all the numbers. What do you think, Salamander? It looks like he's saying stop. But don't worry, because I'm here to save the day. Look at my workings out.
What could possibly go wrong here?
So, as you can see, the blip in the economy in January was nothing to do with us, but it was all Donald Trump. You try sticking to fiscal rules and are well run by Elon Musk and the Cookie Monster's orange gropey cousin. And before any of you start blabbing on, I just want to say that us Labour are nothing like the Tories. Yes, we're cutting benefits like the Tories. Yes, we're having to be soft on the non-doms like the Tories. Yes, we're cutting foreign aid like the Tories. But we always pull a very pained and constipated face when we have to do it.
Yes, come on everybody in the chat. Put on that pained and constipated face now, please. Come on. Is that it? No? Oh, well, never mind. Take it away.
Keir is going to spend the next 4 years looking like a man trying to pass a ride-on lawnmower in an aeroplane toilet. So don't worry, things can only get better, but only after they get a hell of a lot worse. Isn't that right, Salamander? The country is safe with me. Anyway, I need to go now to do some expenses. How do I turn these on? Oh no. I know. I'll send my receipts manually out to the accountant. Just at the post box with my expenses. Wine, handbag, drugs. There, sent to the accountant. Oh no, I've just realised that I'm the accountant. Ha!
Absolute. She's an absolute genius. Absolutely brilliant, isn't she? Oh, she's got that. She's got that absolutely down to a T, hasn't she? Well, like, my God, just one more, and just one more, and like, and 50. Like, heck, we haven't done bad. Really, not done bad this week, have we? Not done bad at all. Yes. Yes, yeah, I remember you were saying that she does. Yes, yeah. I'll say I've sort of like reposted some of her brilliant stuff, and she always reposts mine and says a massive thank you. I want her to do Starmer. Surprise, she hasn't done it yet. Well, sure, you've got to do that rather dull and boring drawing talk and say, my dad was a toolmaker. My father was a toolmaker. And, you know, love Larry and Paul. Please watch it in these dark times just for a laugh. You've got to do, haven't you? Exactly. You've got to do them, you know, but the slight tiny flaw in that plan, you know, unfortunately. Master Assassin, I need to find a wig where I could push my hair to the side. You may have noticed I'm slightly lacking in that department. Something tells me, Sir Larry, you are slightly taking the rise. Wow, is Starmer in the room? That was very uncanny. Slight hint of sarcasm there, my friend. Slight hint of sarcasm. Baby started off with a belter the other day. Starmer's father was a toolmaker. But anyway, as we're now nearing the final stretch, and we may not have the Larry and Paul, but we have someone just as good. A certain individual who lives down in Portsmouth, and let's just hear what our Colin has to say about this situation.
Colin from Portsmouth is on the line. Hello, Colin.
Why are people crying into their oat milk frappuccinos about Labour's cuts to the benefit system?
Yep.
It's right and proper that they make it almost impossible to get help.
Well, you support the dismantling of the welfare state, don't you, Colin? I take it.
Look, my neighbour hasn't worked a single day since he was run over by the bin lorry, and yet I see him through the kitchen window having something to eat every single day. How's that?
Well, here's hoping he doesn't have 3 meals a day, Colin. That would be greedy, wouldn't it? The
exactly.
layabouts.
Look, I worked hard all my life until I retired at 42, and it makes my blood boil that lazy snowflakes just don't want to work. Plus, these days you can just tick a box saying, oh, I'm feeling a bit sad, and wallop, you can earn thousands. It's become a career for some.
Well, if it's a career, Colin, they're back in work, surely. So problem solved, isn't it?
If I cut my leg off, fair dues. You can actually see I've got a missing leg. But mental illness is not visible. Therefore, it's way easier for shysters to cheat the system.
Well, it might be hard to prove, but that doesn't mean mental illness is any less legitimate, Colin.
What? are you having a laugh? I've just cut my own leg off.
Yeah.
Surely that's proof I'm mentally ill.
It is, yes,
Plus,
it is.
I've now got a visible, no arguments claim for not being able to work. Look at my leg that isn't there anymore. Give me some money.
Right.
I should be able to claim benefits for this. And Starmer wants to stop it. It's outrageous. Not having it. Just another example of two-tier care. Anyway, mate, thanks for having me on. Love to the family.
Love to the family, Colin. Love to the family. Maybe you could feed your missing leg to your neighbour to help with his food bill.
What, and let him keep relying on handouts or leg outs? No, not having it.
Absolutely brilliant. You can't beat a bit of Colin from Portsmouth to just basically put the world to rights. There's League Cup action on Monday, followed by the big one, the FA semi-final. Then it's over to Barcelona on Wednesday. Oh dear. My football will be on tomorrow at home to Colchester. Hopefully get back to winning ways. But never mind. Yes, exactly, Billy Kershaw. Handouts and leg outs. Disgraceful freeloaders they are. Disgusting. But anyway, can I just say before we go, give a massive thumbs up for my fantastic, brilliant moderators. You know, they keep the show clean best they can, even though I don't. They've done absolute sterling work again for me. Yeah, exactly. Stephen Bank. Yeah, that's another Friday frolic over. No worries. No. Thanks for the company, guys, and frolic fun. Catch some of you later and next time. Yeah, no worries, and thanks for stopping by, my good friend. But you'll say massive thank you to my moderators for what you do, you know, and also you guys have a fantastic weekend, and thanks for making the last couple of hours hilariously fun, and because it's one of the highlights of my week. I love these, you know, setting up, getting all ready, and I'm come to a point where I really look forward to it, you know. Good laugh, and sets me up for the weekend. It'll probably all turn to shit come Saturday evening when we've lost again, but never mind, you know. That's the reason I'm a City fan and I'm bald and grey, but never mind. Yeah, exactly, you know, please put a thumbs in the chat and say no worries. No worries, Alice. It's an honour and privilege, you know, because I always enjoy doing these, so not a problem. But I will just say have a fantastic weekend, my friends. Take care, and if I don't see any of your comments in chatting my videos, come next week. Hopefully, see you next week in our Friday frolic, because I've had an absolute ball today, so I will let you go and do whatever you want to do for tonight. Take care, my friends, and thanks for stopping by.